I just got offered $200 a day to go protest ICE in New York. The organization was called No Kings. They said June 14th we're going to be protesting, and these are the streets that you need to be on, and this is what you need to do. You need to cause chaotic disruptions, and they said that there's going to be pallets of like bricks and different things everywhere that protesters could use. They really want to wreak havoc. It's kind of ridiculous. Me as an American, although I need the money, I'm like, this is very, very unpatriotic. If I was to go take this money and go protest, it's not very American. It's not what I stand for. It's obviously not even, worth the time. But, $200 a day is what they're paying people to go protest. The corruption is up here because it goes way beyond these organizations. They want to destroy America, and people like me that need money are gonna go do it. I'm not gonna go do it, but people are gonna go do it. They're gonna go destroy, the city and cause chaos. It's just crazy that, they're even paying people to go do this. It just goes to show that everything we deal with is corruption, and these people at the top level, like, who's paying for this? There's got to be some billionaires paying for this so that, they could try to get Trump out or something. But, $200 a day to go cause chaos is like crazy. Not worth it, but also like really fucked up.
These are the real sellouts in society. And see, while you and I debate policy and we speak about the different things that's happening in different cities and politically and stuff like that, there's this undercurrent, and this has been happening for a long time. There's this undercurrent of people that are basically being paid and finessed into going against their own best interests in the United States of America. Often at times we wonder, right? Because if you look at Trump's press conference from yesterday, and I reviewed it on the Millionaire Morning Show, and I'm going to have a deeper conversation about paid protesters, both on After Hours and the Millionaire Morning Show tomorrow. If you look at the comments and you start to pay attention to what's happening, there's this undercurrent of people that are basically being paid and finessed into ruining the United States of America against their own best interests. And it's sickening. It's disgusting. It's sickening. And it needs to stop. And when Trump mentioned it, I think it was one of the first times that I personally had observed, a president or somebody of significance, congressperson, somebody, the first time that I had heard somebody actually admit or, really speak openly about the fact that there are people that are being paid to destroy the United States of America. And so this should make you question everything. When y'all running out here and y'all, um, for whatever it is, whether it's the LA riots and what's happening with the George Floyd protests back with Black Lives Matters or whatever, right? And we see the marches and the LGBTQ. Recently, we seen the whole thing that was happening with Tesla. When you see this and you rethink about the fact that your dumbass was out there running around with people that was making money that is basically being paid to influence, destroy, and create a narrative so that MSNBC, CNN, and all of these news organizations, which I wouldn't put it past them to be being paid also. I don't know that for sure, but I wouldn't put it past them. When you think about the fact that your dumbass is out there advocating for it on both social media and in person, and you getting arrested and you creating a bad narrative for yourself and you running around embarrassing yourself because there's basically an agenda at the top that is paying you to do something or paying people around you to influence you to do stuff. And then when we start to call it out or when we start to have a conversation, and any person that is logical in their thinking, that understand the political process, even a little bit, could tell you, like, wait a minute. When I seen a Simone Biles tweet or whatever, and she was talking about men and women's sports, and you would just think to yourself, like, hold on, wait. Who's paying this person? Who's paying these people? Who's controlling the purse strings of these people? And that's why, even me, right? I am very adamant about being independent and maintaining my integrity with whatever it is that we talking about, because you can't do it for the money. The money and you making money as a result of it should be dope, right? You should be paid for how great you are or whatever it is that you contribute into society. And if you're great at it, then you're gonna learn how to monetize it. However, you can't do it for the money, because then you start to question whether or not your integrity is at hand, because it won't make sense. It never makes sense when you start to do things politically or you sell out the thing that you really believe for money, because it's so obvious. Like, nobody should be for a trans athlete, a biologically born male, to be inside of a woman's sport. Nobody, and I mean nobody, even the Democrats. You can look at all of the old footage of Nancy Pelosi and Biden. I talked about this on Jason Whitlock's platform. The Democrats or Republicans, we should never be for open borders. No country is for open borders. No country. None. Zero. Canada, Mexico, you can go all across the world. None of them you could just go across open borders. Zero. None of them is for it. So when we think about that for a second, right, and you say, wait a minute, how are people so easily divided, and then they leverage how it is that you feel about one person and then say this is justifiable, and then they get these people that are crying on the internet, and you don't think that a lot of these people are being paid? You don't think that this is dumb? You're not thinking to yourself, wait a minute, what am I doing? Why would I be advocating for people to delete their babies? Why would I be in favor of abortion? Right? Why would I want the LGBTQ community and for them to be having drag queens read children's books in schools? Who thinks of that type of thing? Like, you have to be a deranged person. And you know, I look at these liberals and I look at people that vote for the Democrat Party, and I'm very, very thankful that I broke away from it myself. You look at this, right, and you say, okay, wait a minute. So this is conservative about you. This is conservative about you, about your money, your spirituality, your mindset. You believe in family, all of these things, right? What the fuck are you a Democrat for then? I know, because you're influenced by paid actors to then riot and destroy your own cities. They're setting up bricks and rocks and stuff. And trust me, if you get arrested, you're on your fucking own. And I heard, I don't know this for sure, I heard that they make you sign paperwork to release themselves a liability to go along with it. You don't even know what you're signing because you're so desperate for $200. And I honestly, I am blown away. This is not surprising to me. I'm just surprised that we're just now starting to see people admit openly online. And kudos to him. Always like to give credit to the content creators to make sure that we always acknowledge the people that are doing the right thing. And more importantly, regardless of whether we agree with you or not, we definitely want to make sure that we highlight the things that is meaningful to us, because this guy deserves kudos. He said it. He admitted it. He said, listen, I need the money. And it's people like me who they gonna target, because they'll never come to somebody like me. They'll never come to somebody like some of y'all that is doing really well in life, is not willing. Because I was asking this morning, and I was having a conversation with my chat, and I said, wait a minute, ain't nobody got to go to work. What is everybody doing? So just in a regular daytime on a Monday, Tuesday, and a Wednesday and a Thursday, everybody outside, and ain't nobody got nothing to do. And everybody got a mask on. And everybody confused, but everybody tearing up shit. And when you ask the people, hey, what are you doing this for? What do you support about the Mexican flag being flown over here in the United States of America? Don't nobody got no answers. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Let me know what y'all think inside of the chat. Make sure y'all, we got to start thinking. Wake the fuck up, bro. Wake up. You so dumb. You so dumb. You so easily finessed and fooled. Wake up, bro. You've been programmed to think a certain way and to hate Trump. Let me know what y'all think inside of the chat. Make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description.